Shalom. Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem Rakakwadash Salaki. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your household. All right, it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this quick lesson, we're just going to get into how there will be no guile found in the elect mouth, right? And before we even continue on, let's go ahead and get the etymology of the word guile. Let's establish what does guile even mean, all right? And this is guile, and I got it in a Edamon online. It says deceit, wile, fraud, ruse, trickery, right? So in other words, if you have guile within your mouth, that means you're trying to deceive somebody. You're trying to trick somebody. You're a fraud, right? And you can see that amongst these other groups, right? You know, IUIC, perfect example. Most people know that group, IUIC. They're changing up their doctrine every week now. It used to be every couple months, to every month, to every week. There's always something new. As scripture says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? So there's a lot of guile, aka deceit, found in their mouth, because guess what? They got to be lying at some point. They got to be lying somewhere because they keep changing, right? You shouldn't be always changing your doctrine every week or within a month. You shouldn't be doing that, you know? But that's just IUIC is just an example, because you got other camps like ISUPK, you know, that's another. Who else? GLCC. You know, these other camps, man, that's really just not teaching 100% truth, right? There's guile found within their mouth. Now, they might not be, as IUIC, always changing it up, but guess what? Is deceit in their mouth, right? You're speaking guile. If you ain't speaking sound doctrine, you're speaking guile. You're speaking deceits. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Get Revelations chapter. Hold on, okay. This is Revelations chapter 14. And I'm gonna start at verse 3. All right, it says, and they sung a new, as it were a new song before the throne. And who was they? That's talking about the elect. All right. Really, chiefly 144,000, because them are the only ones that can sing the new song. And the new song is what? This word, right? This wisdom and knowledge, understanding, the ability to be able to preach it, right? This is the song that we are singing onto you, right? So this is really talking chiefly of the 144,000. But, you know, the elect, the rest of the elect, they're going to hear the new song and they're going to be able to understand it. They're going to get jiggy with it, right? They're going to get jiggy with it. Right? To the elect, this is going to be a beautiful song. But to the 2/3, as well as to these heathen nations, man, this is a song of terror. And they don't want nothing more but for it to stop. So let me go ahead and read Revelation chapter 14, verse 3. It says, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000. Which were redeemed from the earth. Hey, did I not just say that 144,000 gonna be able to speak this song? I mean, be able to sing this song through the power of spirit Yahweh Shem Shah. It's like you, you know, only the 144,000 is able to preach. All right, aka they're the prophets, right? Them are the ones that are gonna be able to teach this word, which is this new song, and the ones that hear and receive it. That's the rest of the elect, the 1/3. All right, the rest of the 1/3, them are the ones that's going to believe, and like I said, get jiggy with it, right? Verse 4, it says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Going to other philosophies or anything that's made to deceive you, all right? It says, for they are virgins, meaning they're not going to be touched by pretty much what I just said. They're not going to give in to the other philosophies. So like you. It says, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, following Yahweh Shai. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. All right. So the first fruits starting with Yahweh Shai. Then it trickles down to 144,000, and then the rest of the leg. Then we're going to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Right? Then we're going to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Continuing on, it says, verse 5, it says, and in their mouth was found no guile. Oh. And that's why we got that word guile. And they eat a mind online, which goes into what? Deceit, trickery, right? Because guess what? The elect, the ones that are preaching these words onto you, that singing this song onto you, man, they're going to make sure that they on beat to the best of their ability. If they miss a note, and AKA if we was to go off or misspeak or say something that was wrong, guess what? We'll be the first to let you know, like, oh, Salaki, I meant da 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 da. Oh, forgive me. You know, I did not, because we're genuine towards Yahweh Bashion Shah as well as the rest of the sheep. Right? The last thing we would want to do is lead Yahweh Shah's sheep astray. That's why no God's going to be found in their mouth, because they truly fear Yahweh Bashion Shah. As it says in Sirach chapter 2, verse 15? Around that area. All right, those that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. Those that fear the Lord will do what's well pleasing unto him. And we know that it's well pleasing unto Yahweh Bashion Shah to not lead his sheep astray. Right? Not only to just feed them good food, which is his word, the correct way and sound doctrine, which is the 100% truth. And when we say 100% truth, that don't mean we know every single detail in the book, right? We don't know every single detail to the key. We know 100% of what the Lord has revealed unto us, which is pertaining unto salvation, right? We're not gonna know where your house shall go crack the clouds at. You know, we don't know what time, what day. Yeah, we don't know what your house shall look exactly to the T. Is he gonna have his eyes? His eyes gonna be glowing? What kind of garment he gonna have when he come back? We're not gonna know that, but we do know that what based off of what Revelations 1, right? If I'm not mistaken, that goes into how he looks. We got a general idea. But it's 100% of the truth, not 90, not 99.9, 100%, right? Which makes it sound doctrine. All right, continuing on. I'm gonna get Titus chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, right? Especially the ones that look like us. Right, the nation of Israel. Them are the main ones that are fucked up. Really, just starting with, like I said, the other groups. There are many unruly and vain talkers, man. Vain. I just can't help it, man. I just keep thinking about IUIC, man, because it's like, man, it's like the way Bishop Nathaniel carries himself. It's the perfect example of how not to carry yourself. He carried himself pretty much damn near like he's above the Lord, damn near. If you misspeak on his name, don't say Bishop Nathaniel or King Nathaniel name wrong. And now I see here, you better take that back, nigga. What about the Lord's name? You gonna take that back? You gonna start using the name of the Lord, right? You gonna break the MOTB down correctly and not privately, right? Oh, you got to be in the congregation for this. You got to go to the private classes. Private classes, what? For what? Come on, man. Vain. You think the Lord finna look at that and be like, you know what? He did a good job. Hell no. He almost like you hid the words from my people, and you charge my people for my words. Hello. It's like that's all I can kind of think. That's all I can think about at the moment. But including these other groups too, man. They going off at a certain point. Whether if it's the MOTB, whether it's the Esau can be saved. right? Whether it's Lord is a nigga God, all kinds of shit, man. All right. Titus chapter 1 and verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. All right, so these people mouths, hey bro, their mouths got to be stopped. That's exactly why. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and jump down. Jump down to verse 13. Titus chapter 1 and verse 13 says, "This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith." And that's faith, and that's exactly why we get onto these other groups. That one day you never know, because the Lord can do anything. But our job is to what? We're supposed to rebuke them, which just means correct. And it says sharply rebuke them. So you got to correct them harshly, like get on them. That they may be sound in the faith. Right? Because you never know, bro. We getting on these other groups, telling you what they going off on and breaking down how it's supposed to be, can just save someone else's life. Right? Hell, we'll rebuke IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel and all that, ISUPK, Captain Tazariak, General Yohana. I don't hear nothing about General Yohana no more. Who else? GLCC. What else? I think it's Wi-Fi, if I'm not mistaken. Watchman, no. Or WEF, Slocky. I got the name. I think I got the name wrong, but Slocky. But yeah, there's a reason why we rebuke these groups and we get onto these groups, because they're going off. We wouldn't get onto them if they're not going off. Simple as that. So it's out of love, the fact that we're rebuking them to be like, nah, this is wrong. This is the right way. Not only just to get on y'all, but for the others that watch and believe on us. Through the power of spirit, Yahweh Bashem Shah. Ultimately. Right? Okay, so on to the next. This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 24. It says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." All right, which is majority of these people anyways. Majority of these people that we teach and we try to preach, well, really, we're not even trying to really preach to them. We're only fishing for the elect. But guess what? Everybody's going to hear it. And majority of them that's going to hear it is going to be 2/3. Right? A heathen will be willing to get more than a 2/3 will get, and they can't even be saved. Right? So they're deceived by what? Their own vain opinion. Believing what they want to believe in. They can't be corrected, which is pride. Right? That pride is what, aka your little ego, is what allows you not to be corrected. Right? OJ coming up in his 50s. I ain't gonna let this 20-year-old, 30-year-old tell me what to do. I've been on the earth. Like, come on, man. I know what God is, and God is love. Don't even read the scriptures talking about God is love. Well, yeah, that's part of it. Don't forget about the hate part. He loves as well as hate. They always forget that. And that's exactly why they don't fear the Lord, because they forget that the Lord flooded the earth. Hell, they'll know that the Lord flooded the earth, be like, it's all love. Yeah, it's gonna be all love, him flooding this earth again with fire this time. It's gonna be all love when he do that. Or that's the Old Testament God. What's that? What, Malachi chapter 3? What, verse 4, if I'm not mistaken? That goes into I change that he changes not. But yeah, man, in the elect's mouth, there ain't gonna no guile gonna be found in their mouth. Right? No guile, no deceit. None of that's gonna be found in their mouth. Why? Because they truly care about the sheep. They care about the sheep that's not even theirs. It's Yahweh Shah's sheep. And we fear Yahweh Bashem Shah. So with us fearing them, guess what? We're going to be treating the sheep the best that we can, to the best of our ability. Now, with us being in the flesh, yes, we mess up. But we're still going to do what we can with what the Lord given us, maximizing our talents to do what we can for the sheep. Whether it's herbs, Because you ain't always, you don't just got to teach. Herbs, exhorting, charity, things like that. But teaching, prophesying, that's I think that's one of the biggest ones. Really, charity. Scratch that. Charity is the biggest one, right? As Apostle Paul said, man, I have all wisdom, all knowledge, all understanding, but without charity, I'm nothing, right? So, man, just simply being brotherly, showing that love one to another as Yahushua have shown unto us, right? But yeah, within the elect's mouth, no guile is going to be found in their mouth. But these 2/3, these people's mouths must be stopped. And we're coming to a time where sooner or later, their mouths going to be stopped. Hell, they ain't going to have nothing to say when their congregation come to them about, I thought you said this wasn't an MOTB. Questions, looking dumbfounded. They're going to be confounded in front of their home congregations. IUIC, IUPK, all these groups, man, that been going off and been mocking GMS, they're going to be confounded sooner or later. But yeah, man, Lord willing, y'all was edified, man. Just keeping in mind that the elect, there's no guile going to be found in their mouth. No deceit, no trickery, no fraud, right? We're going to give you the 100% truth and nothing but the 100%, which is sound doctrine. Scriptures command us to speak sound doctrine, which sound doctrine is the 100% truth. So anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. I'm ended off by saying Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yesharala.